Hello everyone, welcome to my other video. So today I'll be talking about how to use Redux Saga using React hooks. So let's get started. So at the right side you can see that I have created one React project that will increment or decrement one number starting with 0. Now let's see how I have created this project. Here I have used classful component to achieve Redux Saga. In case you don't know how to use Redux Saga or the flow of Redux Saga, you can watch my previous tutorial on Redux Saga. Link is in my description section. So first I have created one store. So for this what I have done, I have imported this create store and apply middleware from Redux library, and then I have created one instance of create saga middleware so that I can use different sagas inside my Redux project. Now, what I have done, I have created this store variable where I have passed all the middlewares, and I have written saga middleware dot run and passed the root saga. And finally, I have exported the store. So if you go inside this saga directory, you can see that root saga is there. So I have imported root saga from that folder and finally imported it and used it inside my store file. Okay, now if you just go inside this maybe index.js. So inside index.js here you can see that I have used provider and I have wrapped my app component inside provider, and I have passed the store as props, and I have imported that store which I have exported as default from that store.js file. Okay, so now I have created one file named types.js where I have declared all the action types that I will need throughout this whole project. So the action types are update number, sorry, increment number and decrement number. Now if I go inside this actions.js file, you can see that there are three actions. So the first action is update number. So here I am accepting one payload so that I will trigger for the increment or decrement operation, and then I will need increment number action and I will need decrement number action. And these increment number and decrement number actions are pretty much straightforward. It will increase or decrease the number. Now coming inside root saga file, you can see that I have already created one saga file, that is watch number saga. So what watch number saga will do, it will just listen for all the changes or all the action triggers from the components. So if you go inside this watch number saga, you can see that I have written yield take every types dot update number, and I have called async update number, so that whenever I will dispatch one action, if the type is update number, it will call this async update number, and then it will call the actions depending on the payload increment or decrement. Now I have to go inside this root reducer. So if I go inside root reducer, you can see that I have used combine reducer, and inside this combine reducer I have created one reducer named number reducer. Now coming to this number reducer, you can see that I have initiated one number starting with 0, and then I have used some cases depending on the action types. So here if the case is increment number, I'm incrementing the number with 1, and if the case is decrement number, decrementing the number with 1. Now finally going back to the app.js file, you can see that I am uh, using map state to props and map dispatch to props, and to use this I'm using connect. Now to get the number from the global state, I'm using map state to props, and for dispatching all the actions I'm using map dispatch to props. So here I'm using only one action, that is update number, and I'm passing the instruction as incr or D is here to perform the actions for increment or decrement. So if I scroll up, you can see that there are two buttons. One is increment, and if I click on this increment button, it will dispatch one action as update number, and it will pass INCR. And if I click on decrement button, it will dispatch one action, that is update number, and it will pass DECR. Finally, I'm printing the number from the profs, that is these.profs.num, and it is coming from this map state to props. Okay, so now I'm going to do the same thing using React hooks. So if I scroll down, you can see that I have used map state to props and map dispatch to props, and I have to delete these things because I don't need this anymore. And I have to delete this connect to, and finally I have to convert this classful component into functional component. So I'm just replacing with function, and also I have to remove this extend react component. And again, I don't need this render method because the functional component already returns one component. And then I have to receive the props, and for this time being I'm just writing props.num so that it won't give any error. And then what I have to do, I have to import some uh, module from React Redux. So first I have to import use selector, and then I will need use dispatch. So to use this use selector, I will write as const number equals to use selector, and inside it it will be state, then arrow, and I will receive the number as state dot the name of the reducer, that is number reducer, and then dot num. Remember, I have used the num as my default state of the number. Now if I just replace with number, you can see that in the at the right side 0 is there. I'm showing you why I'm getting 0. If I go inside this number reducer, you can see that I am initializing the number with 0. Now again, going back to this app.js component, you can see that I have used two buttons, and I have to dispatch the actions from clicking on these buttons, right? So what I have to do, I have to just create one instance of use dispatch. So write const dispatch equals to use dispatch, and then clicking on this increment button, I will write dispatch, and inside the parentheses I will dispatch this update number, and I will pass INCR to perform the increment operation. And I'm removing the next line because I don't need that. Again, I'm copying the same line and passing DECR to perform the decrement operation. Now if I save that and going back to the right side browser, and if I click on increment, the number is incrementing, and if I click on decrement, the number is decrementing. So that's pretty much about using Redux Saga in React hooks. So I think this video has helped you to understand how to use Redux Saga in React hooks. So thank you for watching. Please click on the subscribe and like button if you like this video. Thank you.